So as you can see in here, everything looks nice and greased up. So we'll go ahead and put this back together and move on. Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution XRC and welcome to the next part of my RC four-wheel drive Gelande II D90 Build Series. In this part of the build, we are going over mating the transmission up to the chassis frame and as well as putting the chassis frame together. For step 7 of this build, you'll need these following parts. You'll need these two M3x8 button head screws. Before we move on, I'm going to open up this transmission housing right here and just make sure that the grease is as it should be. So as you can see in here, everything looks nice and greased up. So we'll go ahead and put this back together and move on. Pretty smooth. Alright, now that we've checked that there's ample grease in the transmission, we'll go ahead with step 7. And that completes step 7. For step 8, you'll need the following. You'll need this piece right here and these two M3x8 countersunk screws. That completes step 8. For step 9, you'll need the following parts, and you'll also need these two M3x8 button head screws. And that completes step 9. For step 10, you'll need the following parts. You'll need these two M3x12 button head screws and these two M2x12 cap head screws. Now for the frame rail on this side, make sure you have the correct side. In this case, we'll have these link mount positions toward the right side and the indentations for the interior facing us. Also on step 10, you'll need the other side of the frame rail. You'll need these two parts. 2 M3 by 12 button head screws, and 2 more M2 by 12 cap head screws. And that completes the other half of step 10. For step 11, you'll need the following parts. You'll need this M3 by 12 button head screw and these 2 M2 by 12 cap head screws. And that completes step 11. For step 12, you'll need the following. You'll need this tray right here, and you'll need one M3 by 10 button head screw. And this part will be keyed, so it should be pretty easy. That completes step 12. For step 13, you'll need the following. You'll need the skid right here and these 2 M3 by 12 button head screws. And that completes step 13. For step 14, you'll need the following. You'll just need this M3 by 10 button head screw. You notice that this will key into the other hole on the frame. And that completes step 14. For step 15, you'll need the following. You'll need the other frame rail. You'll need these 3 M3 by 10 button head screws, 3 M3 by 12 button head screws, and 2 M2 by 12 cap head screws. These two are M3x12s. Got one more M3x12 right here. Now we move on to the M2x12s. And that completes step 15. For step 16, you'll need the following. You'll need this piece right here and these two M3x8 button head screws. That completes step 16. For step 17, you'll need the following. You'll need the two front shock hoops, which are the longer ones, and these four M3x10 button head screws. That completes step 17. For step 18, you'll need the following. You'll need the two rear shock hoops and these four M3x10 button head screws. That completes step 18. For step 19, you'll need the following. You'll need these two parts right here, one M3x8 flathead screw or countersunk screw, and one M3x8 button head screw. Alright, so this one is also keyed. Should be pretty easy to line up. With this one, make sure that the two holes are facing up and down. This is going to be used for your servo. And that completes step 19. For step 20, you'll need the following. You'll need the panhard mount and these two M3x10 button head screws. Now there's 3 holes here. I believe it allows you to adjust where you want it. I'm gonna put it in the front for now. Yeah, the front too. But there's a chance I might have to move it back later. We'll see. My thread lock is gooped up, so it's kind of hard to come out of the bottle. And that completes step 20. So I have it in the front right now. We'll see if I need to shift it back or not. For step 21, you'll need the following. You'll need this transfer case drive shaft as well as a drive shaft pin. And that completes step 21. For step 22, all you'll need is the transfer case, and all you're going to do is to mate it up and line it up. The side with the 2 shafts faces toward the front. And that completes step 22. For step 23, we're going to be securing the transfer case to the skid. We'll need 1 M3x6 button head screw and 1 M3x10 button head screw. Now for the transfer case, the M3x10 will go towards the outer and the M3x6 towards the center. That completes step 23. For step 24, you just need another drive shaft pin, and you'll be securing the shaft here to the transfer case. And that completes step 24. For step 25, you'll need the following. You'll need this rear bumper right here, and you'll need these 4 M3x14 countersunk screws. That completes step 25. For step 26, you'll need the front bumper, and you'll need 2 more M3x14 countersunk screws. And that completes step 26. And with that, we're finished with this part of the build series. Part of the build series, we went over mounting the transmission as well as putting together the chassis frame. And that's pretty much it for this part of the series. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the next part of this RC4 wheel drive Gelande II D90 Build Series. Thanks for watching.